Take a meeting on every Sunday. On next Sunday, definitely from 6 there will be 12. And slowly number will increase. So even I have made an appeal to all state presidents of MBSI. So let us hope that slowly they will understand the importance of our project and they will get involved. Now I have made an appeal that we are giving a memento to college. Sunday at 2 p.m. we will organize the meeting on the same issue. Okay? So first I will request Dr. Snehal ma'am, please guide in short and let us see the feedback of all these 4 participants today attending the meeting. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Deshmukh sir. And in a very short notice, that a few of them have joined, and I know that many more will join as the word of mouth will spread, and then people will know the intensity, gravity, and the importance of the issues for which we have gathered and our objectives of this particular meeting. Basically, I'm Dr. Snehal Donde, and I am a core member of Indian River Basin Council and World Water Council. At the same time, I'm thankful to Deshmukh sir, who has made me the chairman of the Clean and Healthy River Committee, and that's the reason that we are trying to form a committee where, in a very systematic order, that we will be able to decipher the issues of polluting rivers across India and globally. Today we are facing a lot of issues of the way river systems are getting polluted, and recently we are also witnessing how in Olympics also the Seine River, where a lot of controversies are going on, that although they had spent such a lot of amount of money, but still the swimming event could not be done directly into the river, and although they spent such a lot, but they could not clean the river, because almost from everywhere today, in everywhere country, that discharge of sewages are there in the river system and even in the oceans. So that's the reason it's a very big issue. Unless and until we all get together, we all try to find the solution, and basically academicians, researchers, and others, stakeholders, more like a application based learning and research. Because in our system of education, we are almost like theoretical within the 4 walls we try to do. Then even if we are doing some research in the field, but that is only up to the publications and for the placements and other purposes, but not as such that we have been able to provide any solution to our natural system, which is getting affected badly, ecosystem which is at a big threat, and the pace at which we are losing the biodiversity. So, and we are also witnessing today, if we open the TV channels, we are seeing how Wayanad thing has happened, how we have been affecting the Western Ghats, and to what extent we have been exploiting all these places, only because there is some, or big, I must say, a big gap between the academic system and the real community. So today our efforts is only to bring or bridge the gap between this, and ensure that we should be in a position to provide solutions to the issues today very prominent in the today in the society. Now basically here we want that, as in the new education system, new education policy 2020, there is a lot of scope which is available, and which we can very effectively, optimally use it if we want to participate and engage rightly in our country's safety protection, in such issues of the rivers and the forest soil, which is totally got degraded, and now we have to restore them back for the safety and protection of the people, and for our next generation, who should not curse us that although we have such a robust education system and research facilities and other things in many of our institutions, but we have not been able to give our contributions in a way it was required. When I see world over other universities and institutions, many of them, they have already started with the application based teaching learning, and like we have been talking since long about lab to land aspect. When it comes to NAC assessment and getting some grading, ranking, we just go for, jump in for so many things to showcase. But if we genuinely introspect, I'm very sure, like myself also, although I have two PhD degrees, but then I also believe or feel that they are all like a waste. We have not been able to do justice with the education, what we have taken and what we should have done by now. So my appeal again, and thanks to Microbiologist Society, that there are a lot of potential teachers, students, scholars whom I have been meeting in different universities whenever I am going for NAC and otherwise also. And we have been able to conduct a few workshops to orient everybody what exactly we can do, how we can do, and in the available resources. Because wherever now, recently also Deshmukh sir, when I had been to some of the departments, mostly they talk about funding. Because everybody wants that if we can make available fund, then things can be done. But I believe that without any fund also, with the available resources, whichever it is there in our colleges or in our universities, that is also more than enough. I believe that we will be able to do some work projects by which some baseline data which we can procure and share with our local administration. It is more like we have been talking about collaborations and associating with different central institutes, laboratories and all. But actually in the ground reality, the work which should have been done and the way handholding should be, it is not happening. So now it's time we come forward, we make our students, scholars and everybody understand how to make this NEP 2020 more effective by means of actually connecting with the community, understanding the issues at a very molecular level. And scientifically we have to work out the solutions. Because today what has happened, that in India or go anywhere across the globe, we find that it's the engineering departments, civil engineering, mechanical and others, although they have also environmental engineering, but everywhere we find that the infrastructure and technology, that is more emphasized, and where it is about the biological system that has been ignored, and most importantly microbes. Now it is time for us to make the world understand the important role of microbes and how we can understand the other aspects, that how microbes functions, how at the molecular level deciphering of each pathways or the breakdown of like suppose if we are talking about the sewage, so how the degradation happens. And although see, when we talk about the sewage or we are talking about the degradation, we understand whatever we take and we throw out, that is already a degraded material. Then why we are further putting more energy to again further degrade it and to make it in the name of treatment, that we are going ahead with such things. So we have to understand each aspect, we have to make our students understand, but by means of connecting with the community and adopting whatever the water body or any part of land which is there, that we have to take it, we have to ensure to show the results with the help of these kind of any water body or land that we take, and we show that how change can happen with our proper understanding of every aspect of science in it, and to make the world or world of our education basically. Because many of us are doing a lot of expertise, we are into it, we are doing a lot of research, but we can see when we look at the rivers, they reflect what we know, they reflect how ignorant we are, they reflect that still a lot needs to be done and understood. So that's the reason that today we are all meeting here. I have with me in a just now I just send the, because I even saw the link just now, and then I have shown shared it with Muni Ravalji, who is here with me, who is like a guru to me, and together we have been we are in this journey to explore many things from you. We want to learn, and we want that certain things, if it can be shared here, that with each other's understanding we can do a lot of things still to recover from the kind of losses we are making today, because we are not using our wisdom, our knowledge, our information, our learnings in a proper manner, which is actually required. So when NEP 2020 is giving this scope, let us integrate with our work. And as there is a lot of scope of internship, hands-on training, so we should be taking our education, or we should be involving students, scholars, everyone in this, and so that we can pick up the issues which are there, and we find some solutions to it. So I will now because today I don't want to speak much, it will be only a strategizing how we are going to go ahead. So little I would like Muni Ravalji now speak for at least 10 minutes, so that background, like background framework which will be put up, because there are new technologies which is giving us a lot of opportunities to use those tools, technologies which is there for microbes identification, which were not there earlier, but now we are seeing that a lot of technologies come into this. So we are able to identify, because there is a lot of confusions, conflicts, controversies, because many of them, those who are the solution providers, they feel that they have been able to provide the solutions. But let me tell you, with our experiences, as I have been in this work for almost 2 decades, and even I was thinking some of them as a really solutionaries, but then ultimately when we see today, none of the solutions have worked. It's only that if nature is allowed to be left on its own, that it has shown us that it has self-regulating features, and it has been able to do that. And during the COVID, we have seen all those things, how rivers were looking clean, how our atmosphere was looking very clean, and again after the COVID, how situation has changed, and we are still we are seeing how pollution and other aspects are going on impacting. And this season, this monsoon, it has shown us where we stand and how badly we are treating our ecosystem, that it has already started showing its Rudra Roop, I say, with which now it's time that we look at what we are doing and what we can contribute. Now I request Muni Ravalji. Muni Ravalji is since a very long time, almost 40 to 50 years of his life, that today he is almost going to be 80, but then almost more than 40 years that he has been studying a lot about these aspects which I have spoken just now. But he was into the business where he was giving some providing some infrastructure facilities for the sewage treatment and the drainage and all these things. But ultimately he came out of all those business, but then he is now more interested to make all of us understand, go deeper into the science of these things, so that we understand that what we need to do instead of hurrying into some solutions. First we understand ABCD, or a very basics, fundamentals, that when we talk about aerobics, anaerobics, or we talk about the oxygenation in the water bodies or in the atmosphere. So he is here with us to show us path where all together we can learn in a comprehensive manner to provide solutions. So once more, thanks to all of you all, those who have joined, and many more we are looking forward that they will be joining. So Muni Ravalji, today we have a few of them. That Sagarika, who is there, she's from Chennai. Bharat is from Delhi University, he's an assistant professor. Dr. Prakash Halami is from Mysore, CFTRI. Aparna madam is there from Telangana. And yeah, so these people are here with us, few of them more will be joining, and let's see that how we can percolate whatever the way we want to take the things ahead, and we can do certain things. And Deshmukh sir is here, who's making all the efforts to bring in microbiologist society members who can be here with us to join in the journey of clean and healthy river, and take up aspects whichever possible in their near vicinity, wherever the university or the colleges are, so that students can be engaged and we can take it ahead. So today it will be just restricting to how we can go ahead, but yes, your in-depth ideas and your concepts which are really very important to us, and I want that you please speak for some time, so that some more things, or it will give more opportunity to everyone to think and come up with more ideas. So Mani Ravalji.
One more thing. Uh, Dr. Monica,
Okay, thank you so much.
she is from Guwahati.
Okay,
Thank you.
yes, Mani
Please,
Ravalji, please.
please.
I'm honored to be allowed to join, but it will help me to listen to others, because the kind of my submission is going to be a sort of declaration of apocalypse. So it will be better if we listen to others who have been working in the field through your WhatsApp. So if you want, I can speak, but it will be better if we listen to others, because I'm going to speak for maybe 2 or 5 minutes, and it will seal the chapter of human civilization. If you
Good.
wish, I can.
Okay. Then that would be better, sir. And let us listen from others, as whatever I have just now spoken on that they want to reflect. And then definitely as a summarizing, or maybe your word of wisdom would be very, very important for all of us. Yes, shall we begin with maybe.
One more thing.
Yes, sir.
Even on a next Sunday at 2 p.m., we are coming together, and definitely double number of the participants will be there next time. So like that, slowly number will increase. At that time also, you can interact with the participant. So at the beginning, I will request Dr. Prakash Halami, who is a senior most
Okay.
teacher. Please comment today. Please, Dr. Prakash.
Yes.
And
Good afternoon.
thank you very much for the opportunity. First and foremost, of course, I would like to thank Deshmukh sir for initiating this. And initially, when I in molecular biology, so I am actually aware with reference to the different diagnostics tools, the detection tools, next generation sequencing, PCR probes, real-time PCR, and also I will be able to contribute from this angle. And of course, I see the diversity of the microorganisms in fermented food. So even looking the diversity in a polluted water, looking the diversity in the river water, also can be a very useful information to look into further. So I will be definitely happy to be a part of this mission in other words.
Thank you, sir, and I look forward to, because as I see that you are from CSIR,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe
Yes,
that,
exactly.
yeah.
That is one additional, and just as you were asking the Sagarika, that you see Mysore, we situated all along the different rivers. Major is the Kaveri, Hemavati, several rivers actually flows near from Mysore. So even having one or the trials or evaluating the quality of water from this region also can actually we will be able to contribute directly to the society. So that way, this will be definitely useful further, you know,
And so,
in this
yeah,
future. Yeah.
probably that from this forum we can submit some proposal on which we can very
Exactly.
formally do the studies through this your
Exactly.
help that we can
Exactly.
do it. Yeah, thank you so much,
Yes.
because now we have to look at our
Yeah. Thank you.
potentials, resources, how we can use it, and then how we can go ahead by conducting more deeper studies, not as what we have been doing till date for our
Yes.
publications,
Yes.
research and all, but now to give some solutions in a right manner with the right kind of an understanding and
Yes.
getting
Exactly.
information and
Exactly.
knowledge. Yeah, thank you so much. So now Bharatji, will you be?
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Deshmukh sir and Snehal ma'am and Prakash sir and all other uh, professors here. Ma'am, basically, I'm working in the area of waste to energy sector. In addition to that, previously I worked in the area of wastewater treatment, especially ammonical nitrogen treatment by using the Aramarks technology. So actually, I finished my PhD from CSR, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, Hyderabad. I'm basically Telugu guy, but I'm working in the Delhi University as assistant professor. Recently, I've joined here. So my might be especially in Delhi University, my department is Environmental Studies department. In this Environmental Studies department, especially C.R. Babu, might be you heard that name. He is very well-known scientist in this field, especially in the development, especially Yamuna Biodiversity Parks, Aravali Biodiversity Parks, all these things. And especially, I think we in our department, he constructed the Yamuna Biodiversity Park, so many constructed wetlands to remove the to decrease the COD, BOD levels up to certain point. So might be so. This is about myself and my department from the Delhi University, ma'am. Thank you.
So what is the name you said about the person who's doing a lot of work?
C.R. Babu is
See,
a emeritus professor.
okay.
Yes.
So if you can invite him next time, that would be good, because that's what we are here for. That although everybody is having these kind of a solution with either wetlands for constructed wetland formation, or say like vermiculture just now said, so we have to go more deeper into that. If these technologies are there, then where we are having gaps, that we can make it more and more effective, and how further we can make an impact. So I would request if you can share the details, and if you can invite him also for our next meeting, that would be very
Eh,
helpful.
sure, ma'am. I will try to contact
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah.
C.R. Babu sir. Even he is the MOFC member also.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So now, Monica. Monica wrote that I am very sorry, my network is poor and all, but then I think
Hello.
she's, yeah, yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So, ma'am, the entire speech, exactly what kind of solutions are we talking about for the clean river? But I work on bacteriophages and also with fungi, and I feel that if the theme is the clean river, there are many uh, if we are talking about river and it's not a small thing, like I feel that in a project mode could be completed. So we need an entire force of our students, and definitely, what is the first thing which we see at the banks is the plastic, right? So I feel that we should start with the awareness campaign with the help of students, and to clean and start those things, and later on we can think about what are the other like details which has to be worked upon it.
Monica, can
So
we have a little
and
background first of all of yours? You can, if you can speak about yourself, your little background.
uh, Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I'm Dr. Monica working at Assam Don Bosco University as an assistant professor since 2018. I've completed my PhD on dengue vector virus interaction as a women scientist fellow from ICMR Dibrugarh. And before that, I have completed my master's in biotech from Noida, MIT University. And back then, I'm originally from Bhopal, but
Okay.
I'm settled down in Guwahati.
Okay. Good.
So, and I'm teaching microbiology and virology at Assam Don Bosco University. And my main focus area is using fungi for microremediation, for whether it is chemicals, dyes, or whether it is manure. And secondly, I work on bacteriophages. So, I'm trying to create a phage bank for different bacteria which are in
So,
of
if we
clinical
can have a
importance.
small presentation of yours for about 10 minutes in the next our
Yes,
session, that would be also helpful. That in the direction that you are working, that also we are looking forward to
yes,
having some more reflection on that. Yeah?
yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
ma'am,
Yeah.
definitely.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So, Appa Patil, Mr. Appa Patil.
Yeah, madam. This is Appa Patil, madam. Actually, I'm research scholars working on Parole University, Vadodara, Gujarat. Actually, I am student of the Dr. A.M. Deshmukh, sir, and
Okay.
I have seen 17 years experience in quality control microbiology.
Okay.
So, right in Alembic pharmaceutical. So, formulation injectable. So, we are providing the injection for critical stage of this patient. So, meanwhile, I am external PhD, Parole University. My topic is screening and optimization and evaluation of polyalber formulation for infectious skin disorder or skin disease.
Okay.
So, I have completed also gel and we are going to cancerous cell line.
Okay. What do you feel, sir? What kind of a contribution it can be? It can come forward from your end when we are talking about today all the kinds of diseases which are, we just witnessed how COVID. We went through this COVID and then lot of pandemics which keeps on coming. So, how the contribution from your end can come in when we are looking forward to connect with many and then involve many of them. So, what do you feel in Vadodara area that how your engagement can be in this? Because you are a research scholar, you are already doing your research study.
Yeah, actually, madam, in the pandemic situation, continuously we are working manufacturing process. So we are following as per protocol of this Indian government. So A ship, B ships, and we are grouping. We was prepared at that time of the that the groups. So A ship, B ship. So how many person will come accordingly ships. So production also continue on that time and everyone suppose and distance also 1 feet during the traveling and HR is good for supported to each and every person for in that COVID time pandemic. So lot of the pharmaceutical here in Vadodara, none of the pharmaceutical closed. So continuously we was working in that time and provide the medicine for the WHO and worldwide.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see how we can do more work in this. And let me tell you, Munib Bhai is from Surat. So you can connect with him there. It's nearby. So some more work can be happen with your, association. So now can we hear Aparna? Aparna, madam.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Aparna Sumanjali.
Okay.
I'm associate assistant professor at Telangana Social Welfare Residential Degree College, ma'am, and I'm also a university coordinator for MBSI under Palmer University. I'm currently a research scholar under Dr. Pindi Pavan Kumar sir, who has done a lot of research in water quality assessment throughout the Telangana state, and currently sir is guiding about 5 students who are currently working on water quality issues as well.
Okay.
And 2 years back, I have guided 10 students along with John Hopkins University and National Geography, USA. It was a 1 year project, ma'am, where
Yeah.
we used to collect water samples from the two lakes nearby our college,
Okay.
and we used to assess the monitor the algal bloom in the to assess the water quality, ma'am.
Okay.
We used to collect it, and we received a kit from USA, John Hopkins University, and using that kit, and they've given us an opportunity to upload the data in the website, and we could monitor. We performed spectroscopy uh, on that water sample, and we could analyze that the water is getting polluted, ma'am. And
But what is the kind of kit which has been provided? Because I see this USA, they are providing these kind of things in different universities, like weather technology, weather stations have been installed, and like this the kits have been distributed mostly about the India in different parts. They want to collect some data, but how is it helping our like suppose you are giving all the data of Telangana of the water quality, so how further it has helped, how we have been able to use that data for our some solutions in these water bodies? Because for the number of time I have worked a lot in Telangana, but then I know that the way Mushi and all other rivers and even Hussain Sagar, Himayat Sagar and all, it's so much polluted. So how we have been able to contribute in that area after using this kit? So main importantly, I want to know that if, with this kit, what we have been able to identify, what is the kind of kit it is?
yeah, it was like a basic DIY kit kind of a thing, ma'am.
Hmm.
Uh, we used to have we have installed an app called RGB Data app, and through that app there was a small kit called a spectroscopy unit,
Okay.
and all the vials and everything was there given in that kit, along with the red, green, and blue paper. And we used to capture the intensities by placing all the red color paper, blue, and all the green RGB intensities were calculated, and overall water contamination was estimated, ma'am. There was a statistical formula used there.
But then, what kind of parameters? Can you name few that which they had like specified?
Actually, what we used to do regularly upon sample collection is checking the water pH, the color,
Can I request
and the
everyone to go there,
surroundings, the
Subho?
growth of the other weeds and all. And
माई बिल्कुल आवाज़
coming
करायचं
to the
नाही.
college, we used to examine under microscope, ma'am,
Yeah.
for the protozoal presence, and then we used to go for the spectroscopy, ma'am. And
Oh.
we used to upload all the data, but I couldn't get satisfied. The water is getting polluted because of the drainage uh, dump into that water, but they couldn't give us any solution. That's what I was very interested when I saw the message in our group. I thought by this way also I might do something, because my 1 year was wasted. I felt it was wasted because I couldn't do anything. I just noted down what are the changes happening, but really I didn't do anything to.
All wastewater norms world over are laid on a flawed path. And walking the BOD treadmill has taken us over 100 years. To our young friend working on protozoans and all that, eukaryotes have no contribution in reducing the BOD. Just take it. You can confirm it by Google. But the point of focus today is river. And you put all the world resources on rejuvenation of a river, it will not help. Because we have destroyed the rivers in the very neonatal stage. We have hospitals for adults, then we have hospitals for children, and some of the children with some problems which need help and care. They fall under neonatal specialization. In the neonatal condition of rivers is the zero order stream. in name of urban planning, economic growth, engines of economic growth and all. The cities world over have destroyed zero order streams. And if a fetus is killed in the womb of the mother, there is no way we can talk about a healthy human being. Now, what is zero order stream? That calls for a special stream. For the introductory part to all, which cannot be captured by satellite imaging. They are that small. In short, every drop of rain that meets soil forms a microclimate. And the zero order stream story begins with a drop. And we have started talking of wastewater with millions of gallons or million MLDs and all that. World over, the wastewater generation is 350 to 430 cubic kilometer per annum. And we have no idea of a single drop. We are still talking about biodiesel. We have no idea of aerobic, anaerobic terms, the scientific meaning. All of us world over are linking aerobic with the atmospheric O2. That's hugely flawed. Some of my earlier talks, one of my earlier talks on this very platform, I had mentioned that. Unfortunately, nothing cropped up from there. So we'll have to be very cautious in self-patting our back. Because, and when you say organic, the entire genome world comes into role. We have to understand biodiversity into the genomic, to the level of genomic link between various forms present in the human colon and present in the soil. We take biodiversity as variety of living forms on the planet. That doesn't help us. It is the complementarity between the gene banks of those in animal colon which are air breathers. And when I say air breathers, even DO breathers. But the microbes present in the gut, they are not O2 dependent. Now, once we defecate, the microbes of the colon meet those from the soil. And through the LGT, lateral gene transfer, the new genomic combinations appear depending upon the environmental stresses. We all know that DNA is a locked molecule, metabolic. It is only the surrounding stresses that unfold the secret. And they participate also in gene expression. So, honestly, governments world over are competing about. That is steel, cement, and energy. That's absolutely useless. When the life came, there was no cement. The iron that was there was not in form of steel that we see. And the energy the microbes used was proton energy, not something that is running through the wires and cables and towers. And they are not generated in power stations. So we reframe all our curricula at various levels. De novo, any element of business as usual has no place in 21st century. Now, this is shocking to hear, but it calls for much deeper exchanges and understand hugely wrong approach. E. coli, with its very short duplication time of 18 to 20 minutes, was an ideal organism for genetic studies. If you want to consider the millionth generation of E. coli that we pick up now, the millionth generation can be obtained within a day or two. And the organisms having an important role in organic degradation and even the pathogen elimination due to predatory behavior in the wastewater bodies. They are nowhere comparable to E. coli. And our NERI and TERIs and PFN and CPCP, nobody has any idea as to why MPN count is a flawed step. If you really want the correct step, it is the coprostanol to cholesterol ratio, which should not exceed more than 0.2. Now, what has coprostanol to do? What has cholesterol to do? We'll have to go deeper into the colon
Yes, sir.
ecology. But
Yes.
MPN is an ideal part for a genetic layer. In wastewater engineering, its domain is not genetic engineering. It's a specialized.
Yeah, so Muni Ravalji is trying to draw our attention towards the way today treatment system is where SBR, MBR, MBBR technology is used worldwide and even in India everywhere, but it has not shown any actual output because the way microbes have not been understood well, how it can be cultured, cultivated, that is not understood, and then all kinds of wrong way of going ahead is going on. So that's why he was trying to tell us about the NPN. He's always trying to tell us that how much even the retention time which has not been understood, and we are just going on with a lot of water like sewage which is going on throughout the day, but then in a daytime also in the early morning, afternoon, evening, how the flow is and all this flow rate and everything matters. So without having this comprehensive understanding that today treatment is going on in a very flawed manner, we have to bring in the corrective path. And I understand that India has been always a teacher for the world, and let us show that potential is there in our faculties, researchers and students, and do work with a great understanding and with the experts guidance, and let us take it ahead. So thank you so much everyone for joining in today, and looking forward to further in the next Sunday's meeting also, like much more discussions, but yes, we'll restrict it to 1 hour, will not extend it more, and then within that period frame of time that we will try to understand how we can contribute in this, and let us make a committee and then go very systematically to ensure we have to be very accountable, and in a very accountable manner that we will be working on this, and we will find out the ways. And our guru like Muni Ravalji is there, Deshmukh ji is there, all of you all are very much having expertise in your field, and let us clear our doubts and maybe some prejudices, and then we have certain things in our mind that we have to actually unlearn to relearn. Let me tell you that, because the textbooks and the concepts which we have been learning since a long period, now it's time that we have to shed off all those things, because with the new technologies we have many things have unfolded, so we have to look at all those things to again correct our system, and let us do that together. So thank you so much everybody. Yes, let's meet next Sunday at 2 p.m. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.